Hello and welcome back to The Witcher. Last time we collected Triss's card, but she really wants to leave Kaer Morhen, so we're going to leave Kaer Morhen with her.
Geralt, can we go?
We
yes.
shouldn't keep Vesemir waiting.
Come on then.
To the main game. But before we go, small funeral for Leo.
We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal
Then
climate.
I'll head east, to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt.
Okay then. I assume Vesemir is going north, but...
I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
No. And off she goes.
See you, Triss.
The bandits succeeded in stealing secrets which the Witchers had been guarding for centuries. Their leader, a Zerrikanian mage, proved too powerful for even Triss and Urgot. The Witchers set out in search of the stolen secrets, classically to the four corners of the world. Geralt of Rivia went south to Vizima. Okay, cool. So, you gonna get to Vizima?
Caroline, I'm tired.
It's not far now. We'll be there soon.
I'm cold.
We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much. Thank you, Caroline.
That child is far too polite.
What are those dogs doing?
Dogs?
Guessing it's not good.
Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important. Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
They're evil dogs.
Run!
Alvin's a little bit slow as well, I imagine. Overly polite, a little bit slow. We could forgive him for being a little bit out of it, seeing these demon dogs.
What the hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Oh, well, doesn't look good for Caroline. Ooh, although if they put in a slight amount of effort, they might have saved her. Black screen's been there for a while here.
Geralt!
Ooh, it's working.
Melatelli must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her! Help! No!
Don't open the gate! The beasts will enter! These dogs are deadly.
You people are monsters! Stand aside! I'll save her myself!
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you! We're all going to die!
Oh, okay. Oh, the dog's opened the door. That's not good. Oh, my favorite character died. The guy who actually wanted to do something. I didn't notice he died. That's not good. Ooh. Now this is why I leveled everything up in the previous area. Pretty much because if you don't level everything up, these dogs will just destroy you. Like, they will actually annihilate you.
What was that?
Magic, surely.
The beast!
Oh. Oh, okay.
Geralt,
Good.
look!
Well,
The time of the sword and axe approaches. The time of the white frost and white light. The time of madness and disdain. To David, the final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of elder blood, of hen Kaer, of a planted seed. A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
oh. Alright then.
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear the sign of the salamander. Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
Did you want to ask me something?
Well, sure. Do we know each other?
Do we know each other?
It's me, Shawnee. Don't you recognize me? Whatever happened to you? I heard you died during a massacre in Rivia.
Unfortunately, I lost my memory. I recall the last few weeks, nothing more.
I'm afraid I can't help. Medicine's a fledgling science here in the north. I can say that your memory might come back on its own.
It's not that bad. I'm actually getting used to it.
I hate to admit it, but sorcerers are somewhat more effective at this than we are. Maybe one of them could help.
Okay, cool. Why are
What
you here?
brings you to this village?
I'm traveling to St. Lebioda's hospital in Vizima to help fight the Catriona plague.
When are you leaving?
Once I've helped the victims of the dog attacks, I guess. I can't abandon them. It'll delay me, but some are certain to die without my aid.
Oh, well that's good. Know what you're gonna do with the child?
So what'll become of Alvin?
I don't know. I'll look after him for now. Maybe a villager will take him in.
He seems clever enough. Surely someone will want him.
Did you want to ask me something?
He doesn't seem clever at all. He seems absolutely, like, he looked dumb. Like, he was just like, oh, they're bad. They're evil dogs. Yeah, did you not tell by the glowing green and the fact they wanted to eat you? Anyway, whatever. Know anything about Salamandra?
It's been a long time since I've heard mention of Salamandra. Do you know anything about them?
I think they're a group of bandits who terrify the locals. Yesterday, they returned a boy they'd whipped with a lamia.
A lamia?
A mayhen crop with small barbs and hooks. It rips away skin and flesh with each strike. Most civilized countries have banned them. The boy was delirious. Muttered something about a ransom and the Reverend. Sadly, he grew feverish, and he died that night.
Thanks.
Oh.
I may stay longer than I planned.
Why the interest in Salamandra?
Let's tell her the
They
truth.
killed someone I was fond of, and stole something of mine.
I wouldn't want to be them.
Okay. Well, nice talking to you.
We'll speak later.
Okay. Well, a lot of dead people here, but there's also some Barghest skulls we can grab. Got a lot of things in our glossary that we can read as well. I just want to make sure we get the loot first before it all disappears. Oh, we got a beast fang as well. That's nice. We'll need that for some potions. We open the gate and get more. It's locked. Okay, so we can't open the gates right now. Okay. Well, let's check our glossary, see where things are at. So, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Most of this is all the same quest. It's just we're in the outskirts. Go speak to the Reverend, and we don't know who Berengar is still. Fair enough. We got the formula for Frightener's Vision and Cat, which we already knew. That's fine. We know about all of these different ingredients. I'm just going to click through them so that we don't need to worry about it. Right, we'll just click through them. Glossary, so Catriona Plague, a disease that spread quickly through the northern countries after the War of Nilfgaard. Those who suffer from Catriona die a terrible death. Their convulsions become stronger each day. They vomit blood and mucus and have bloody diarrhea. Oh, nice. After a fortnight or so, they die in agony. Okay. Found out about dwarves. So dwarves are shorter than humans, but tougher and more muscular. Male dwarves wear long beards. They're usually gruff, but can be merry, and are renowned for their stubbornness. Considered excellent craftsmen and warriors, many have earned grudging acceptance in human society. Still, it's not uncommon for young dwarfs to join Scoia'tael rebels to fight for more rights for non-humans and end persecution. Ithilaine's prophecy is the one that we just had there, which, we just heard. Mages. Only rare individuals have the potential to become mages, and many of those with this potential are doomed to madness, unless the individual in question, also known as a source, learns to control their power quickly. He or she may end up a half-insane, slobbering oracle. That's why schools of sorcery were created, where talented children study for many years, acquiring knowledge and mastering magical skills. Because of their powers, mages age more slowly than ordinary people. They can extract magical energy from the 4 elements, transport themselves long distances, and heal as well as kill in the blink of an eye. They have extensive scientific and political knowledge. In the latter respect, many mages are the equals of rulers. Okay. Medicine. For centuries, disease have plagued mankind, yet when Jan Bekkar subjugated the power to his will, people gained a powerful weapon in their fight against disease. Mages study bacteria and viruses, the ways germs spread, as well as genetics. Their research is used by medics who set up hospitals and produce increasingly effective medicines. There are also magical potions capable of healing wounds and internal injuries. Many magic users, such as Marty Sodergren or Vicenna, have become healers, traveling the world and using their magic for the good of others. And then we get to know a little bit about Witchers. Due to their otherness, unusual abilities and magic skills, Witchers are often treated as outcasts and sometimes even met with hatred. This hatred was made manifest during the infamous attack on Kaer Morhen, which led to the destruction of the fortress and death of most of the Witchers wintering there. Those who survived are doomed to extinction as they no longer train successors. People need Witchers but are simultaneously afraid of them. The iterant warriors inspire fear because they are mutants and have superhuman powers. A Witcher is rarely a welcome guest, and contacts with members of this profession are almost always limited to business. Witchers are invariably attacked during pogroms and society and social upheaval directed against those who deal in magic. Okay, cool. What's interesting, it says that they no longer train successors. So I guess that's across all the Witcher schools? I'd assume that that's not 100% true. The ones at Kaer Morhen don't, but I don't know. Maybe that gets explained as well. It's something I didn't really notice the first time. And then we know about Kaer Morhen, which is an inaccessible mountain stronghold which has been the headquarters of the Witchers Guild for centuries. The name comes from the language of the elves. The original Kaer Morhen translates into Old Sea Fortress. The castle's time of greatness is past, and the battlements in the moat have deteriorated, and a cold wind blows through the spacious halls. Currently, only a handful of Witchers live here, but once many young boys underwent gruesome training along the infamous Gauntlet near Kaer Morhen. Laboratory. The famous Witcher laboratory holds the most closely guarded secrets of the cast: mutagenic plants, hallucinogenic mushrooms, natural stimulants, and potion ingredients. It is here that young apprentices were subjugated to the incredibly painful trial of the grasses, which only a few survived, gaining superhuman abilities in return. We learned about that last episode. Temeria is where we are, currently. We're in fact in Vizima, the capital, where we're on the outskirts. Temeria's population is not exclusively human, it also includes dwarves, elves, gnomes, and dryads. After the devastating war of Nilfgaard, many areas are haunted by monsters, which have hitherto not constituted a serious threat, while the realm's roads are made unsafe by outlaws and common bandits. As a result, the Witcher profession is once again in high demand, though people continue to treat Witchers with caution and disdain, often calling them mutants and freaks. The Kingdom of Temeria has silver lilies on a black background as its emblem. This powerful country has gained even more influence in recent years under the wise rule of King Foltest. Across the Pontar River, the kingdom borders Redania. To the south and east, it is hemmed in by mountain ranges, including Mahaken, the mainstay of the dwarves and gnomes, past which lies the lands of Lyria and Aedern. The capital of Temeria is Vizima, lying on the shores of Lake Vizima. The second largest city is Maribor. Temeria mints its own coin, the Orin, which we've been picking up a lot of. The most widespread religions are the cult of Melitele and the belief in the eternal fire. Temeria is home to the headquarters and many commanderies of the Order of the Flaming Rose, which is basically the military order of the cult of the eternal fire. And then the outskirts, where we actually are, like any large city, Vizima also has its outskirts. Near the city walls stands houses of town people who could not afford to live in the city, or could not stand the stench of its gutters. A little further out, among fields and meadows, peasants have thatched roof homes. Unfortunately, the hard times have left a mark on the outskirts. Many houses are vacant, their owners killed in the war, slain by monsters, or taken by plague, which ravages the area. Cool, I think that's everything we have here. All the new stuff. We also have a bunch on the characters, which I'm not going to go and read, because every character one, we're going to meet them anyway. Like, it's just going to tell us what we already know, basically. But apart from that, anyway, I felt it was worth reading some of the extra lore, because it kind of helps you know what area you're in. I'm basically running around here looking for stuff, because there is some stuff to steal in this area.
Terrible times.
Ooh, a herbalist. I'll speak to him in a minute, see if he knows anything cool. He probably doesn't know. Nah, there's nothing else to steal here. Nah, nothing else to steal. Okay, let's go speak to the herbalist. Hello there, herbalist.
Greetings.
Greetings.
What a despicable place. I'm trapped here with my goods while my wife and children wait in the city.
Why's that?
Vizima's gates are closed due to the plague. The gods be my witness, nothing ruins trade like an epidemic.
I guess we just have to wait.
Most of the diseased have died off, but the beast and bandits now spread their own terror. All we're missing are tax collectors.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Okay, tell me about the plague.
What's with this plague?
What of it? 'Tis some variety of the bubonic. To be safe, I avoid any who appear even slightly ill. Aren't you afraid?
I'm immune to infectious diseases.
My grandfather claimed the same, insisting all the while that his bubonic ulcers were merely boils.
May the ground lie lightly upon him.
Yes?
Okay, tell me what's been going on around here.
Tell me about the beast.
I overheard it described as a phantom, appearing from nowhere, murdering those with a heavy conscience.
Interesting.
Royal officials would make a true feast for the beast, and other ghosts serve it, apparently in the form of untiring bloodhounds.
I'll have to ask the locals.
Yes?
Okay, outskirts. Oh, bandits, basically.
Any bandits in the outskirts?
Indeed. They call themselves the militia and extort bribes. Also, some sect from Vizima may have arrived here.
Do these men wear the salamander sign?
Never met them. But if they are a sect, the Reverend ought to know something.
I'll ask him.
Yes?
Okay, what do you have to sell? So he has some books, which could be worth getting. They basically tell us about plants, which means that we can then, I believe, pick them. So that'd be useful. Although I think there are other ways of finding out stuff like that, but yeah, they're a bit expensive for us right now. Let's head inside the inn and talk to people, although we have to learn about the notice board first.
A notice board. Maybe I can find some witcher's work.
Alright.
Be alert.
Yes. Who said that? Okay. Anyway. So we've got the Barghest contract. We'll just take them all. We've got the Drowner contract, we've got the Go contract, and then we've got an arrest warrant for the Professor. Nice. Okay. Oh, and barrels. Take everything in the barrels. There we go. Let's have a look here. So first one is the arrest warrant. It is hereby declared that the man known as the Professor is guilty of numerous crimes against the Crown, including, but not limited to, murder, assault, defying city guards and officials, and other wrongs against the kingdom's subjects. Whosoever provides him shelter will be deemed guilty of aiding and abetting him in his crimes. It is thus the duty of each subject of the Crown to assist in effort to seize this man. A reward of 1,000 orens is hereby offered to anyone who assists in the bringing of this man to justice, dead or alive. On behalf of His Majesty King Foltest, Vincent Mez, Captain of the City Guards. So the Professor is definitely wanted. We did actually get a journal thing about him. Is there anything new here? Not really. No. Okay, that's fine. Back to our inventory, we got the Barghest contract. We need to get 10 of the skulls. We already have 3 of them, so it shouldn't be a problem. That's for Abigail the herbalist. Drowner contract. The Church of the Eternal Fire seeks individuals capable of dealing with the drowners at the riverbank. Payment is contingent on supplying proof of killing 3 of the beasts. Bring their brains, inquire with the Reverend. Okay, we'll talk to the Reverend about that. And ghoul contract. I need the blood of at least 3 ghouls. Will pay handsomely. Kalkstein alchemist. Nice. Cool. Let's head into the inn and see who's here to speak to. Right. It doesn't seem that busy. So we can meditate in inns, but like we can also just meditate outside at the fire. Anyway, Kalkstein, hello.
3 ounces of optimum mater, a drop of mercury solution. Oh, sorry, I got lost in thought.
Greetings.
Greetings. I'm Kalkstein, alchemist.
Geralt, Witcher.
A witcher? How much would you ask for an opportunity to examine your body?
I don't think you could afford it.
You would be doing a great service to science. All right, fine. Though I perceived you as someone who valued reliable knowledge.
I respect science and scientists, alchemists too. And I guess I expect the same in return.
I see. Well, maybe you can agree to a post-mortem, then.
Keep talking and I might change my mind. Regarding alchemists, that is.
All right. I'm sorry.
Okay. Before we go any further, I think his voice actor... I just noticed that. It just kind of clicked. It must be the same one as Kang from Jade Empire. Like, it's got the same... if not the same voice actor, definitely someone who's doing, maybe they're both trying to do an impression of the same person, like the same base. I don't know, but it's very similar. Or maybe I'm crazy, but I might go and look that up afterwards. Anyway, tell us about your contract.
They say you need ghoul blood.
Do you have any?
I'll come back when I've gathered some.
I need that blood for my studies. Be quick about it.
Alright, but can we talk some more?
What brings you here?
Well, what are you doing here?
You don't look like a local.
I live in Vizima, but I'm just returning from a great convention of alchemists, pyromancers, and geomancers in Oxenfurt. Wonderful city, Witcher, a cradle of science.
I don't doubt it. Did the convention reach any specific conclusions?
It was an incredible experience. I presented my dissertation on... specific? Conventions aren't meant to be specific.
Then I'm not sure I see the sense.
Science is like a great river, full of currents, whirls, and treacherous shallows. A single raftsman can never know every secret of the river. He must sail to the harbor and share his knowledge with other raftsmen.
And get drunk and spend his last money on whores. I think I see the point now.
Science is like a river. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You were talking about returning to Vizima.
Yes. Because of this quarantine, I'm losing time in this inn. I have extremely important research waiting. And what am I doing? Sitting in this dump and drinking alcohol. Badly distilled alcohol. I've sent a message to my friend, another alchemist. He is my only hope. Hopefully he will send me a pass.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you. They must admit me, they must.
Yeah, they must. Well, do you want to examine everybody?
Do you ask everyone for permission to examine or dissect them?
Of course not. But you're a mutant, a scientifically wrought improvement, something unnatural.
That explains it.
Don't take offense. I'm merely curious.
Okay. We already know he needs help from a Witcher. We have to wait for him to sit down before we can ask the last question. Okay.
What brings you here?
I want to ask you about
I wanted to ask you about alchemy.
Finally, someone worth talking to. Here I thought the locals had no interests beyond their daily concerns.
I'm not exactly a local. And think about it. If the locals were all interested in alchemy, they wouldn't have much need for you.
Ha! typically short-sighted. Witcher, alchemy is the mother of all sciences. And do you know why? For it allows us to understand the world. All that surrounds you is none other than the alchemy you strive so dutifully to deride. Alchemical processes transpire in your body at all times. They allow you to eat, breathe, and excrete. What's more, they are responsible for your thoughts and feelings. Alchemy is life.
We need to change the subject before the peasants decide to burn us at the stake.
One cannot shut the mouth of science. But fine. What do you wish to know?
How do you get alchemical bases?
How do you obtain alchemical bases?
You need equipment to obtain the correct distillate. I myself use an attenator, coupled with an alembic, and equipped additionally with a rectifying column and a copper cooler.
And if I don't have a coupled attenator handy?
I see. Field work. Olaf must have some decent vodka or spirit that could serve as an alchemical base.
Okay.
Where do I get ingredients?
If you wish to obtain components yourself, you'll need books containing drawings and descriptions of ingredients derived from both plants and animals. Peddlers are your other alternative, but they'll rip you off. When I require monster tissue or organs, well, I hire a witcher or a hunter.
Okay, cool.
I'm interested in formulae.
Ready-made formulae are rare and difficult to acquire, so I encourage you to experiment, modify recipes you already have. Most people underestimate the value of using the empirical method in science.
Okay,
I think I've heard enough.
But we've only just begun.
Yeah, let's leave.
That formula needs rethinking.
Okay. Hello, Vesna.
Greetings, handsome. You look a tinge fatigued. Wait, didn't you rescue that child at the gate?
By chance.
By chance? Really? If only the local peasants chanced to do good once in a while. Oh, no matter. What can I get you?
Well, we have the option to flirt, so nothing now but care to sit down with me for a moment.
Nothing now, but care to sit down with me for a moment?
Not likely. I'm a decent girl. I'm at work now.
Okay, what way are we gonna take it? Are we gonna go, don't be angry, or are we gonna say, so you stop being decent? Let's say, don't be angry. See how that goes.
Don't be angry. Only a blind man could ignore you.
You sure know how to compliment a woman, sir. What can I get you?
Well, that went down well.
Beer?
I'll bring it in a minute. You're quite a talker.
Forgive me, your beauty rendered me speechless. Oh god, this won't go down well.
Forgive me. Your beauty rendered me speechless.
Oh, but you know how to compliment a woman, handsome.
I guess it will go down well. And then we're not going to buy any beer. We're just going to use it as a line.
Still. What's that?
Excuse me. Chicky. I'm fairly certain that you died outside. I'm fairly certain that you died at the gate. You're alive again. I'll talk to him in a second. Alright, hello Olaf. I was told you might have some vodka.
What do you want?
Give me a beer.
Your kind's not welcome here.
I said I wanted a beer.
We have no more. Very well. I'll see what I have.
Good man.
Everyone drink up. We're closing.
Innkeeper, do that again and I'll get angry. Wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
All right. I'll just tend to my business and be on my way.
What can I do for you?
Well, you know any witcher work?
I'm a witcher.
Bah, by the eternal fire.
Have any work for me?
No. Ask the Reverend.
Okay, I'll speak with him.
What can I do for you?
Why are you unhappy?
Why the gloom?
I don't talk to strangers.
Do you for 5 orens?
For that, I'd talk to a Barghest all day.
Sure. I'll pay you.
The plague was devastating. People died in droves. The wailing lingered for 3 moons. If not for the Reverend, we'd all have perished. No wonder we're wary of strangers. You don't know what it's like when the plague takes your family. The Reverend prayed all day to the eternal fire, taking no sustenance. His penance freed us from sin and strengthened our faith. We began by cleansing our homes of sin and filth. We gathered it up, and by the next day, all our foulness was buried or gone. The Reverend then spoke to all who remained. You have done well cleansing your households of sin. I know it was difficult, I know they be kin, but the eternal fire sent pestilence on them as punishment for their sins. You are pure, you shall live. And we believed him, then went outside. The frost was biting, but we did our penance, crawling round the village, praying at the 5 chapels. The next day the village was quiet, as if all were asleep. Fewer have fallen sick since.
An edifying tale. Thanks.
Okay. Anything more? Olaf?
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone at the inn.
I'm looking for someone who stayed at this inn.
Look around the tables, but at night guests retire to their rooms. Return tomorrow if you must talk to them.
All right. I'll look around.
What can I do for you?
I don't really want a room, but we could ask.
Got a room?
Yes. For you, 5 orens.
Or a rip-off. Yeah, we can sleep outside for free. Okay. Gambler, drunkard, peasant, violinist. Alright, we'll talk to the bard.
Greetings, stranger. Funny, you remind me of someone.
Who would that be?
You remind me of someone.
The famous witcher, Geralt, the White Wolf.
Really?
It's uncanny. White hair, sword across your back, straight out of the ballads.
Well, you guessed right. They're about me.
You guessed right. Those ballads are about me.
Nonsense. Everyone knows Geralt married a sorceress, and they live somewhere on the Happy Isles.
And how do they all know that?
Master Dandelion, the bard of bards, has sung those ballads for years.
What's in your repertoire?
Shall I sing for you, my lord?
I guess... yeah.
Look yonder. A wolf dances in the wood. Bares its teeth, wags its tail, merrily jumps to and fro. Why does the beast 'neath the sky feel good? Clearly not wedded, since it moves like so.
Like a lass.
Anything more, or is that it? Is that my 5 orens worth? You're eating chicken now. You're bored of this.
Who wants to get slapped?
Also, who eats chicken like that? Why would you not hold it by the bone and then eat it? Like, and then he rubbed it on his leg. What is... He's a weird person.
Okay. Nice thing.
Hello, Alvin.
You saved me, right?
I helped.
I wonder what'll happen to me now.
Waiting for your kin to come?
No. My family has passed on.
Sorry, kid.
It's all right. I barely knew them.
Stand still.
I'm telling you, that blank look in his eyes, I think he is dumb as a post. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna head outside. We're gonna go over to the fire, and I think we're gonna meditate till morning. Right. Here we go. Free fireplace. We can just use this one instead. We got new talents. Ooh. Well, that's good. So how many new talents did we get? We have 3 new talents. Can we make the vision potion yet? Frightener's vision. No, we need blue, green, and yellow, which we only have blue of so far. Our 3 talents. Well, we already got the steel up to the level where we really need it to fight the Barghest, so we could upgrade our Ard a little bit, but I don't really want to use Ard as our only spell. I probably want to use something like Igni, which is fire, Quen, which is protection. Axii allows us to do things where... I'm actually not sure what Axii does in this one. In other ones it stuns and takes people over. This one appears to just fear. Yeah, it appears to fear and then kind of like makes you have more chance of hitting them with powerful stuff by the looks of it. Yeah, okay. It says Hex as well, but it doesn't say what Hex is on here. It just says causes Hex. Okay, and then the Erden and other ones slows people down. It might do the same here. Oh, this one causes pain to people in an area. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Could be a way to go as well. Right now, we got our intelligence up to herbalism level. What I think we'll do is we'll do oil preparation. We'll do monster lore. So basically, that's just adding in generic things we need. And then I'm also going to go in here. I think we're going to level up Brawl, which will unlock power up during fist fights. And you may have noticed some people in there shouting rather loudly. That's for fist fight stuff. We're going to do that so we can go and do some fist fighting. Right, I think that's all that we need. So I'm going to meditate. Oh, we should probably meditate a little bit longer, because meditating 1 hour isn't going to make us hit morning. Yeah, we're still at night, so we can't actually leave yet. We did learn some more about monsters. That's nice. We should read a little bit about them while we can. We learned a lot about different ingredients as well. So, we learned a whole bunch about different things. Let's start with drowners. So, drowners are scoundrels who ended their wicked lives in the water. Drowned alive or thrown into deep water after death, they turned into vengeful creatures which stalked the inhabitants of coastal settlements. So the main thing here, the main thing it tells you is it tells you what kind of tactics they use. So they usually try and swarm you. It tells you what styles. They use fast style if there's one, group style if there's multiple ones. Okay, and it tells you what they're immune to and things like that. But also it allows us to actually do the quest, because the quest can't be done unless you know what the monster is. Same with Barghests. Which are fast style in group again, and people say that Barghests are specters which materialize as ghostly dogs and persecute the living. According to some folk tales, these monsters are the scouts of the Wild Hunt. Other legends say that the ghosts appear as a sign of divine retribution and embody revenge. However, all tales agree on one point: Barghests show the living no mercy. Okay, Ghoul. So Ghoul is strong style. It also tells you what oil you should use if they're weak to oil. So like these two aren't, but this one, weak to necrophage oil. And we can use strong style or group style if there are multiple ones of them. Okay. Ghouls are said to have been humans who were once forced into cannibalism, and after many years spent in dark crypts underwent horrifying transformation. Only human flesh can satisfy their eternal hunger, so they kill people and store the remains in the recesses of their lairs. Okay. And then we get Gravier, which is immune to poisons and immune to knockdowns, and they have thick muscles. Necrophage oil, strong style, don't use group style, is what that's saying there. After the War of Nilfgaard, Graviers became a real plague. Until then, monsters were familiar only to specialists and professional beast killers, thus everyone mistook them for ghouls. Today, any child could give an accurate description of a Gravier, and people who have passed near battlefields or necropolises offer first-hand accounts of these horrible murders committed by the ruthless necrophages. Alright then. So, we've done our level ups. Yeah, I think we... Oh, was there anything else in Journal that we still have to do? Because we got a few other things there. Yeah, these quests are now possible to complete because we actually know about them. Same with the Go contract. Characters, we learned about Kalkstein. We learned about Vesna. But we just met them, so we're not going to read about them. And then we learned about all these different ingredients, which has a little bit of lore for each of them, but like, they really don't mean very much. Basically just tells you where you can go and get them, which is useful occasionally if you're looking for one, but not really useful. Okay, let's meditate till... Let's go noon, and then take a couple of hours off it. There we go.
Hello.
Morning. Oh, why hello, fellow herbalist. Right, said fellow we're not a herbalist. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.